Alright, I said I was going to put together a video on how to install this thing, so here we go. Starting from scratch so we can see how this all goes. First time doing one of these, so I might not get it all right away. And I'll probably do some time lapse just because some of it's going to be boring. Forgive my hands getting in the way, because I'm sure that's going to happen. And my nephew said that's a real pain, so I'll try not to do that. But yeah, let's get started. I'm also going to replace the valve cover gasket because perfect time to do it right now. Okay, I got a couple covers here that need to go on, and one goes right here. Alright, and the other one goes right across here. The vacuum, so I'm not going to really need anything there. Let's see, what should I do next? Those are just the basics right there, so I'm going to start here next. Get this exhaust manifold off, which at this point nobody needs to be showed how to do that. Same with the down to the cat. I think I'm going to do that off camera because, you know, you can want to try to do that on another YouTube if you need it. So I'm going to take this off and then I'll be back on. Take off the O2 sensor plug right up here, just so I don't have to try to wrench it up down on the exhaust. There we go. So I'm just unplugging that from there. I'll drop it out. Easier to work with. Alright, should be able to snake this out. Oh. There we go. Okay, the next thing I got to do is tap into the block for the oil line. That is right underneath the exhaust manifold, which I've taken off here. And right below that is this rubber boot on top of the oil sensor. Right next to that, right there next to it, is another plug. I know it's going to be kind of tight. I'm going to see if I can get in there, otherwise I'm going to have to put a T on here. But I'm going to do that off camera because it's, you know, kind of hard to hold this and do this, and you know what I'm doing anyway. Okay, so what's going in there is this plug, and the braided line will go into that one. Alright, be back in a flash. Okay, so this is what I'm going to wind up doing here. Going into the block where the oil pressure sensor was, putting a T-block in there with this, and then coming off with the oil supply. So essentially it's going to be like this, coming out of the block. Now I'm sure you can find, you know, a T that's going to have a threaded end on it, but I wasn't going to have the guys at the auto shop search anymore for it because I want to get this done. So this is the configuration I'm going with. Alright, so that's the finished example of how I'm doing mine. I'll see if I got enough clearance. It's got 1.5 inches to the oil filter. It's good that direction. Should be good all the way around. So we'll find out. I'll check for oil leaks later. Make sure that everything's copacetic. Alright, back to, let's see, in the next phase I think I'm going to do the oil return to the oil pan. So that is down below, so I'll have to reset up and see if I can show you what I'm going to do there. Now after I get this done, I'm going to do an oil change because I noticed I got to drill into the oil pan. You can do it one or two ways. Drill into the oil pan, I'll put a backer nut on it maybe, and put the oil pan back up, or you can drill a hole and hopefully you drill the hole the right size so it's pretty tight just to seal it up. It's non-pressure, so it's just going to be a good seal to keep the oil from splashing out. But I'm just going to do the hole inside of the oil pan. I'll show you that next. Okay, sorry about the music in the background. It drives me nuts, but you gotta keep employees happy. Well, anyway, I am torquing the exhaust manifold to specs at this point. Make sure you do that. Otherwise, you're just not a gentleman. Okay, I'm doing a little pre-assembly on the turbo here. So this piece here for your oil goes in this fitting right here. Boy, that's a tight fit. I suppose it's a pipe thread. I probably don't need any Teflon on it. After a little bit of a nap or what? Yeah, I put Teflon on it. Let's get this bitch on here. Oh, let's see. Let's put on the downpipe now that we're doing all the big bolts. Plus, once I get the tubing on here, that's gonna be covered. So I'm gonna put on the downpipe now. Actually, my old O2 sensor, you know how they make those? They put a glass usually on the threads so that it melts and binds itself in there. I torqued on mine a little bit, couldn't get it off, so I just ordered a new one to replace here. It might be, let's just see where it's going to end up. If it's in the way or if it's going to be a pain in the butt, I'm just going to wait. Well, yeah, it's pretty tight. I'm thinking I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that until I get that in. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I made a little bracket for my fuel pressure regulator right here that I'm going to mount onto the firewall. There we go. Alright, that'll sit there just like yay. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do, start hooking up these gas lines. Now this is supposed to be in from the rail out to the tank. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. The actual supply is down here. Let me take this and show you. So as you look down here, you've got two stacked right on top of each other. It's this one right here. So that will go from the rail to the end out to the tank. Alright, I'm going to hook up my vacuum lines now, but one thing that I forgot to do, and I'll do that right now, is this goes to the bottom of the throttle body here, so I am going to hook that into this port right here. I'm just going to reuse this clamp. So, scoot him on down yonder. Let's see here. Don't want to kink this. This goes somewhere right here. This up like yay. Okay, now I got a couple of vacuum lines to hook up. So I'm going to tap right into this one right here. Oh, I'd say about right in there. And I'm going to put maybe 3 different lines in here. So, got my supplied tea. That one in there like so. Probably going to put a boost gauge in here, but I don't have one yet. So I'm going to put that third T right in there too. Alright. Okay, what do I do with that piece? Don't know. So, gotta go run one vacuum line from over the FMU. Right over here. And this last one is going to go to the blow-off valve, which I don't have hooked up yet. So that one's going to go over this way somehow. As soon as I get it. I also need to run vacuum line from, well, let's move back over. Okay, I gotta run this vacuum line from here to right here. But I gotta orientate this first, so I'm not gonna put this on quite yet. Okay, I'm gonna move the orientation of this drain tube down. So I'm gonna loosen up these, which are fairly loose. Small hand, so this makes it easier for me. Well, I actually start to hook up some of the hoses here. Get this pretty much buttoned up. Put a vacuum line from here to here, so you might have to orientate that a little bit. Then you get this guy. It's got to come in here like this. So make sure. Here we are with everything pretty much tightened up. Got all the holes clamped in where they're supposed to be. It's tightened down. Got the all the sensors drilled in here. You can see that one drilled into the bottom. Make sure these are all tightened down correctly. Exhaust is on. Vacuum hoses are set up. Got the one coming off of this T, blow off valve. This one goes to the FMU. Gas lines in from the rail out to the tank. I'm going to be setting that up next. Well, first I'm going to do an oil change. So the tube that return tube I have not connected yet. I'm going to use that to dump oil down into, clear out those chips. Otherwise, getting pretty close to firing this bad boy up.